Welcome back. So today we're going to talk a little bit on how to create graph from the data that we obtain from the market price. First of all, we need to understand when we do the price change, we actually want to see the volatility, how fluctuated is the price, the changes in price in this particular company, which is Petronas in our case. So in 2004, we have 0.12 standard deviation, 2015 0.10, 2016 0.11, 2017 0.09, 2018 about 0.10. So basically this number actually shows that the price of Petronas changes less than one standard deviation, is about 12.12. Okay, so this also shows that the price has a very little fluctuation in 2014. So how do we find out that the price is actually has very little fluctuation? So you just need to plot a graph. So you highlight this 2014 data. Right. Once highlighted, what you need to do is to insert, then you go to line graph. Okay, this is a good graph. You can choose any of this graph, but preferably line graph. So I would go for a simple one. So this graph is an indication that for the period of 1 year, the graph look like this. So we can also discover among these price changes when is the lowest point in terms of negative. We can even click here and see the point number 4. So we know exactly that it's somewhere here. Okay, this is the point where the price fluctuated so much. Okay, the lowest point during 2014. How about the highest point? So we can look at the highest point is point number 227. So we can scroll down. So it's written here 227. See, so usually the next number would be the one. Okay, so this is the lowest loss. Actually this Petronas case, it experienced loss every single day, see, for the period of 1 year. Okay, because this is the lowest loss, which is equal to 0.32, and the highest loss, okay, is equal to 1.16. I suppose I probably pick is it the correct number? 227. Okay, well, let's confirm it again. 227. Oh no, actually it's this one, so we have to remove this. Okay, this is the number that has the highest loss. Okay, let me put it back, the colors. I'm confused. So this is the kind of loss that we experience for the entire period of time. So what we do when we know the date of the highest loss, we probably want to explain why this date we experience the most biggest loss. We should go to this date, which is 1st July. Okay, sorry, this is the date. The number one is the date is in the middle, month is in front. So 1st July 2014 was the highest loss. So you may Google during this time what actually happened during this period of time. Maybe there are major oil price decline during this time. For that reason, Petronas experienced a very huge loss. So on average, Petronas basically losing money about 0.79 on average. The highest loss is about 1.16. The minimum loss is about 1.00. So this is 1 year graph. So you can basically use this graph to explain 2014 situation, and also the rest of the years. You can actually generate 5 of this graph because you have 5 years, which is starting from 2014 to 2018. Whereas you can have overall graph. Okay, compare. We can also look at the average of, okay, of overall. So we can compute this by knowing this I2, and then we go to the bottom, I10 1082, I1082. Oh, we forgotten to put the formula here. Average, and bracket open and bracket close. Okay. I2, maybe we do it again. I2 colon I1082. And then we go for standard deviation equal to STT EVS I2 I1082. Okay, here's the standard deviation, and then max I2 I1082, and then we have mean I2 I1082. Alright, so from here, this is 5 years average. Okay, so an average of 5 years, we have about negative 0.52, and then standard deviation is about 0.21. Maximum price, we have positive. See, so if we compare between per year, all overall 5 years, we still perform okay. We still have a positive number. See, so the best way to see this, we can actually highlight all the price change, and then we create a single graph for the period of 5 years, and we go back up. Okay, so we insert. Okay, now we have the graph. You see, when we compare the difference between the two, okay, we minimize it a little bit. Okay, the difference between the two, we can see that in early year, Petronas is experiencing a huge loss during this time. Okay, and it's getting better in the year 2018, so it's quite consistent with the oil price. See, the lowest is during this time, and this is the highest point. See, 1062. Probably this is the number, okay, which is positive 0.09. Right, so this is very important when you want to use to explain how the share price actually fluctuated, and how the standard deviation can help you to tell you how volatile and risky is your share price. So the standard deviation, the higher is the risk, the indication that your company is experiencing more risk. Example, if you have like 1.0 or 2.0, that's mean two standard deviation. That means very very high risk, very very volatile. So anything which is below than one shows that it's not that volatile. Like the fluctuation is still, within an average. It's not very much fluctuated. All right, I think that's all for our brief, discussion on how to explain the price change. Thank you very much. Have a good day.